Oh, hey, Corbin. Corbin, my man. Corbin. Captain?
Come on. Udina's presenting the Quarians' evidence to the Council.
Yeah, this is where we show those stuck-up bastards.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
You wanted proof? There it is.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
And we don't at all feel responsible for denying him any kind of punishment earlier. Benezia?
Who's she?
Matriarchs are powerful Asari who have entered the final stage of their lives. Revered for their wisdom and experience, they serve as guides and mentors to my people. Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
Yes. Matriarch Benezia said that they were that much closer to bringing back the Reapers, which probably explains why the Geth are following... No. Actually, that doesn't explain anything about why the Geth are following Saren. All we know is that the Geth know about the Protheans. About the Reapers. We don't necessarily know that they worship the Reapers just yet. I don't think Tally said that, so let's just say that Saren's interested in bringing them back.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet
I don't know
of their
how
return.
we knew that, but sure.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Son of a
Do we
bitch.
even know what this conduit is?
We don't.
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. It has to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish?
Don't know.
How come we found no trace of their
Don't know.
existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
I don't know. Look, let's play conservatively, shall we?
I tried to warn you about Saren, and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander. A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
You stupid... God damn it, I had a vision about them. Maybe you don't believe that, but I did.
50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren finds the conduit, it will happen again.
Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life. He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in!
A fleet cannot track down one man.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region. Keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
I'll do it.
I can take Saren down.
The Commander's right. There is a way to stop Saren that doesn't require fleets or armies.
No! It's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
It was a Turian Spectre who betrayed this council, and it was a human who exposed him. I've earned this.
Goddamn right. Swallow that pride.
Commander Shepard, step forward.
Yeah. Huh? Whoa. Huh? Oh my god. That's incredible. Oh my god, what's happening? I don't... Oh, what's...
It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
No reason to be disrespectful, thank you.
I'm honored, Counselor.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
Excellent. Any leads you can provide me?
Any idea where to find him?
We will forward any relevant files to Ambassador Udina.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
Woo! First human Spectre, baby!
Congratulations, Commander.
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship, a crew, supplies.
You'll get access to special equipment and training now. You should go down to the CSEC Academy and speak to the Spectre requisitions officer.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
That Udina guy. Something
I
about
thought the
him.
ambassador would be a little more grateful. He didn't even thank you.
Yeah, that's kind of just how he is.
What do you expect from a politician? Come on.
Right behind you, Shepard.
Garrus, funny. Okay, so we leveled up. Let's see what that's all about. Ooh, Spectre training. Elite agents of the Council Spectres have access to special training unavailable elsewhere in the galaxy. Increases health, accuracy, and effectiveness of all attacks and powers. Grants unique ability, which is Unity. Restore dead squad members with 50% health and 40% shields. Okay. 1 point there, and we'll say... more shotguns, maybe. Oh, wait. I still have Garrus and Tally. Do assault training. And one there. Tally, let's get you to... do one there and one there. And the journal says... Speak to Ambassador Udina. Okay. What? Oh, and Homecoming. Okay. Now let's... Since we're done with that, let's go by the bartender's place. The bar. Bartender's place. Let's go by the bar in the embassy area, and we'll see about getting that guy's wife's body back. Okay. This way, I think. It's this bar? Yes, it's this bar. Excuse me.
My goodness, you're Commander Shepard. Your activities made for quite a briefing in the diplomatic corps. Is there something I can do to assist you?
A gentleman named Samesh asked me to come find you.
Yes. A man named Samesh Bhatia is having some trouble claiming his wife's body.
Ah, Mr. Bhatia. A good man in an understandably frustrating position. I wish I could help him. Serviceman Nirali Bhatia died on Eden Prime, as Mr. Bhatia no doubt told you.
Indeed.
Her wounds are inconsistent with any type of weapon damage we've seen before. That is why her body is being held.
Something wrong with her?
You think her body might be dangerous or contaminated?
No, Commander. Nirali Bhatia is not dangerous. Her body is in fact extremely valuable to the Alliance. The tests we're conducting may lead to better defenses against Geth attacks. Respectfully, Serviceman Batia may save more lives in death than she did in life.
How long is this going to take?
How long do you think the research is going to take?
This is a long-term study. I wouldn't expect the bodies to be released for a year or longer.
Don't you have other bodies you could be researching?
You've got to have a lot of bodies. Can't you release one?
Very few bodies had this new type of weapon damage, and very few were in good enough condition to study. Beyond that, Commander, we need as many bodies as we can to get a reasonable sample size.
And what are you hoping to get as a result of all of this?
When will this research result in actual new technology?
If we're lucky, we'll actually realize usable technology from this study in a few years.
I guess we should probably tell Samesh.
I'll tell Samesh. Next time you cut up a dead soldier, at least tell her husband the truth.
Oh.
That was just the reaction we were hoping to avoid, Commander. But if you think it will help, tell Mr. Batia the truth. Perhaps he will understand. Please let me know if you have any other questions.
Well, we'll see if he understands. I don't know. If I were him, I'd probably still want my wife's body back. Samesh.
Hello, Commander. Has any progress been made with Mr. Bosker? Will he return my wife's body?
Yeah, it's more than just the body.
It's not as simple as I'd hoped. The military needs your wife's body for important tests.
Tests? They're holding my wife's body for tests? My wife served the Alliance faithfully. She gave her life for humanity. And this is how they repay her.
We're kind of in between things here. I'll work on it.
It's unacceptable. I'll let you know what I can do.
Thank you. Please let me know what can be done.
Obviously, I don't have the charm or intimidate scores to be able to settle that right now, so we'll just let sleeping dogs lie. Now, we do have an Emily Wong quest, but not critical right now. The more important thing is getting this Saren tracking started. I'm supposed to meet the ambassador, are I not? Am I not? Meet him in the Alliance docking bay. Ah, shit. Okay, fine. Alright, well, I guess that gives us a chance to go down to see the Spectre requisition officer. Damn. Waste of a trip, that one. Haha. Hey, Samash. Yes, I'm still working on it. Okay. Ward's locations. CSEC. I'll have to check out Flux some other time, I suppose. Okay. No, not that way. Hi.
One sec. Looking you up. Commander Shepard, here with the Alliance military. First time on the Citadel, that about right?
Correct.
How did you know all that?
I'm the CSEC requisitions officer. I need to make sure our buyers are authorized. So, will you be purchasing anything today, Commander Shepard?
I'd like to take a look at what you have.
Show me what you've got.
Give me all you got.
Sounds good. Just let me set you up. Oh, this must be a mistake. System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre? Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
No problem. I almost don't believe it myself.
Just show me what you've got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
Right. I can't afford most of this. So let's just buy some licenses. And a grenade upgrade. Yes, excellent. Now, this is all beyond my means here. Yep, all beyond my means. Yep, no chance in hell I'm going to be able to afford that. Okay, let's go find the docking bay. How do I get to the docking bay? I forget. This way, to the docking bay.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Still a ways to go yet. How you like joining the group, Tally? Awfully quiet so far. Oh, I think we're here. Right, here are the ambassador and the captain.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
What?
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
What? This is bullshit. What's going on here?
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
No, that's not enough, sir.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
What? How could you... That... You knew I was under investigation for the Spectres. Why would you keep that from me?
Why didn't you ever mention this?
What was I supposed to say? I could have been a Spectre, but I blew it? I failed, Commander. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me.
Son of a bitch. That's
I had
Saren.
shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
We'll make sure that he pays.
Saren's not going to get away this time.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him.
What?
But we know what he's after. The conduit.
Oh.
He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact. And there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
Are we worried about the Reapers?
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
On it.
I'll stop him.
Fucking
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice on that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans.
That's convenient.
We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
That seems like the best bet. Noveria and Pharos are just like, oh yeah, something weird happened and we don't know if maybe Saren was involved, but here we have Saren's ally's daughter. That seems like the most important place to start.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
Oh. Fine. I'll be careful.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Alright. Captain?
Yes, Commander?
So you're done now with the Normandy. How are you feeling?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing, but you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
I didn't realize you and Saren had such a past.
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20 years ago.
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle
Yes.
was our representative here on the Citadel. Like Udina,
Goyle.
she wanted to get a human into the Spectres. She chose me.
Ambassador
The Council sent
Goyle.
Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
What happened?
I think I deserve the whole story.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
And what went wrong?
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned.
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
Rather extreme.
Sounds like overkill to me.
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated, mission accomplished, and I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
That's bullshit, sir.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
That is bullshit, sir.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent?
Their best
I had
agent.
a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
No, not your fault, sir. Saren has proved to be a colossally, universally grandiose asshole.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren.
Me too.
I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
Alright, first stop then, Artemis Tau. What do you know about it?
What do you know about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
Okay. And then the ambassador mentioned two other locations, Noveria and Pharos.
Any extra intel you can give me on our colony at Pharos?
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city. Mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
What about Noveria?
What can you tell me about Noveria?
Novaria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research. Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Noveria respects. But they aren't popular.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Alright, so what's the journal say? Find Liara Tassoni. Go to Noveria. Go to Pharos. And then, making a decision. And finding missing researchers in the Antaeus system. What is that from, I wonder? I don't remember that coming up. Okay, well, we should probably get to it then. Should we? I can't get to it by going this way. Okay, maybe I can. Captain, we'll do you proud.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
I'm ready for it.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
Alright. Let's be honest.
This is Commander Shepard speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy. This began with an attack on a human settlement in the Traverse. But we know Saren won't stop there. His Geth armies aren't going to stay on the far fringes of Citadel space. Our enemy knows we're coming. Wherever he searches for the conduit, we'll be there. We will hunt him to the very ends of the galaxy and bring him down. Humanity needs to do this. Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped. And I promise you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
I won't let the captain down.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I like that part. Being able to pick the speech. Just feels cool, you know? Alright, let's do some Codex reading because I know we have some entries, and then I think we'll call this play session quits, and we'll pick it up next time. Ships and vehicles, FTL drive appearance. New space travelers ask, what does it look like outside a ship moving at faster than light speed? Part of the answer can be seen in a simple pane of glass. Light travels slower through glass than it does through open air. Light also moves slower in conventional space than it does in a high-speed mass effect field. This causes refraction. Any light entering at an angle is bent and separated into a spectrum. Objects outside the ship will appear refracted. The greater the difference between the objective, exterior, and subjective, interior speeds of light, the greater the refraction. As the subjective speed of light is raised within the field, objects outside will appear to redshift, eventually becoming visible only to radio telescope antenna. High-energy electromagnetic sources normally hidden to the eye become visible in the high blue spectrum. As the speed of light continues to be raised, X-ray, gamma ray, and eventually cosmic ray sources become visible. Stars will be replaced by pulsars, the accretion disks of black holes, quasars, and gamma ray bursts. To an outside observer, a ship with within a mass effect drive envelope appears blue shifted. If within a field that allows travel at twice the speed of light, any radiation it emits has twice the energy as normal. If the ship is in a field of about 200 times light speed, it radiates visible light as X-rays and gamma rays, and the infrared heat from the hull is blue shifted up into the visible spectrum or higher. Ships moving in FTL are visible at great distances, though their signature will only propagate at the speed of light. Oh boy, here we go. Okay, primary. Here comes Mr. Narrator.
In the early 2160s, the Alliance began aggressive colonization of worlds in the Skyllian Verge, much to the dismay of the Batarians, who had been developing the region for several decades. In 2171, the Batarians petitioned the Council to declare the Verge a zone of Batarian interest. The Council refused, however, declaring unsettled worlds in the region open to human colonization. In protest, the Batarians closed their Citadel embassy and severed official diplomatic relations with the Council, effectively becoming a rogue state. They instigated a proxy war in the Verge by funneling money and weapons to criminal organizations, urging them to strike at human colonies. Hostilities peaked with the Skyllian Blitz of 2176, an attack on the human capital of Elysium by Batarian-funded pirates and slavers. In 2178, the Alliance retaliated with a crushing assault on the moon of Torfin, long used as a staging base by Batarian-backed criminals. In the aftermath, the Batarians retreated into their own systems and are now rarely seen in Citadel space.
So rarely that I don't even remember encountering them in the first game.
Pharos is a habitable world in the Attican Beta Cluster. 2/3 of the habitable surface is covered with the ruins of a crumbling Prothean megatropolis. In the millennia since the Prothean extinction, the ruins have been repeatedly picked over by looters many times. Pharos was considered a poor prospect for colonization, as little open ground remains for agriculture. The only sizable freshwater sources are the poles, which are tapped by the decaying Prothean aqueduct systems. The dead cities, while in good condition considering their antiquity, are of uncertain stability. Ground level is congested by a dozen meters of fallen debris, and the air is fouled by dust. In 2178, the Human Exogeny Corporation announced its intention to place a permanent colony on Pharos to thoroughly explore the ruins. The pioneer settlement was placed on the upper levels of several intact skyscrapers, using the surviving Prothean aqueducts and rooftop hydroponic gardens to support the population.
Noveria.
Noveria is a cool, rocky world with most of its hydrosphere locked up in massive glaciers. A privately chartered colony world, the planet is owned by the Noveria Development Corporation Holding Company. The NDC is funded by investment capital from 24 high-technology development firms and administrated by an executive board representing their interests. The investors built remote hot labs in isolated locations across Noveria's surface. These facilities are used for research too dangerous or controversial to be performed elsewhere, as Noveria is technically not part of Citadel space and therefore exempt from Council law. By special arrangement, Citadel's special tactics and reconnaissance agents have been granted extraterritorial privileges, but it remains to be seen how committed the executive board is to that principle. Given its unique situation, it is understandable that Noveria is often implicated in all manner of wild conspiracy theories.
So Noveria is someplace we'll be pulling our spectre rank, I suppose.
There are between 200 and 400 billion stars in the galaxy, and less than 1% of them have ever been visited or had their systems properly surveyed. Humanity's early expansion into the Attican Traverse was haphazard, a desperate race to claim habitable planets where populations can be economically settled. Ignored in the wake of this land grab were thousands of less hospitable worlds, each potentially rich with industrial resources. The wealth of entire solar systems lies untapped, waiting for corporate survey teams or independent pioneers to discover and exploit them. However, this is not an easy task. In addition to the environmental hazards, the fact that uncharted worlds are largely ignored makes them popular bases for criminals, revolutionaries, cults, and others who wish to remain unnoticed by galactic society.
And finally, weapons, armor, and equipment we're going to be learning about
combat hard
small arms.
All modern infantry weapons, from pistols to assault rifles, use micro-scaled mass accelerator technology. Projectiles consist of tiny metal slugs suspended within a mass-reducing field, accelerated by magnetic force to speeds that inflict kinetic damage. The ammo magazine is a simple block of metal. The gun's internal computer calculates the mass needed to reach the target based on distance, gravity, and atmospheric pressure, then shears off an appropriate-sized slug from the block. A single block can supply thousands of rounds, making ammo a non-issue during any engagement. Top-line weapons also feature smart targeting that allows them to correct for weather and environment. Firing on a target in a howling gale feels the same as it does on a calm day at the practice range. Smart targeting does not mean a bullet will automatically find the mark every time the trigger is pulled. It only makes it easier for the marksman to aim.
I really like that about the thinking behind the weapons in Mass Effect. Very well done. I know they kind of changed the way it works for Mass Effect 2, but still, pretty cool.